Hello, everyone. I'm going to try this again. The wind is really howling here in Maine today, and I think we have internet issues, and I'm not sure what's really happening. I will try again, and if this doesn't work, I'll record something and post it later on in the day. What I am trying to talk to you about today is that expression, one step at a time. We kind of work that into all the things that we do in our lives. It's a very common expression. You can't take the second step until you take that first step. And it's again, another expression. We take baby steps. Again, even taking smaller steps, just because even though we want to get to the end of our journey as quickly as possible, you need patience. You need to follow the steps, and these steps need to be in order. In my career as in the lab, it was very important to follow the steps and not jump around. You needed to add reagent A and reagent B in that order. Otherwise, it was usually followed by a loud explosion, and we kind of discourage that in the laboratory. So, following the steps really works well too on our journey to a healthier lifestyle. We want to just make small adjustments on our path. Again, not trying to run right up to the end of where we want to be. And I think you know some folks in your lives that will kind of just jump around and trying to get different things done. And it's very important to follow the steps 1, 2, 3. So you're probably wondering why I have this picture in my virtual background. Some of you may know where this place is. But in my journey, or I should say on my journey to a healthier lifestyle, as a way of increasing my physical activity and trying to get more steps in my day, whenever there's stairs available in a convention center, hotel, wherever I'm at, I will take the stairs. So one day we were out here, and I started. And I just started a lightly jogging up the stairs, right up the center there. And you can see on both sides, there's an escalator going up and down. And I looked over, and there was a young guy, probably in his 30s, running up the down escalator, which is probably not a real good thing to do. I didn't see any security around, and apparently he didn't either. And he just on doing it. So as I looked over, he kind of was looking at me, and we locked eyes, and we said, hey, the race is on. And I picked up my pace, and I started running up these steps. There's about 48 of them. And he's going up the down escalator. And we get close to the top, and I'm trying to get there, and he beat me by one step. One step. And I know I lost. Okay, not a big deal. It wasn't a big prize in place for the winner. But what was remarkable is that all the folks that are around there on that platform started applauding and cheering for me. It was this 60-something guy racing a 30-something guy, and I only lost by one step. So you see how important steps are in our lives. One step, I could have been a winner. One step, that's what he beat me by, and he was the winner. But we started walking down the hallway and just chatting, and I made a new friend for a few minutes. Probably never see him again in my lifetime. But it was something to remember. So I went back and I took this picture, thinking someday it might come in handy. And lo and behold, I'm turning it into a message for you folks on how important each step is, whether it's the first or the last or the next one. So I hope you always follow a process, make a plan, whether it's for the day, the hour, but just stick with it one step at a time. So how does this kind of relate to the other part of my Friday morning chats with you, our accountability journey? Well, I have to admit, it was a rough week this week. We all have personal issues and family matters that we deal with, and some things happen and it brings back memories from the past, and we maybe dwell too long on that step. And so it was a rough week, but I can honestly say, and I say this every week, and I really mean it. I'm not just, I know I sound like a broken record sometime, but I'm not trying to, placate anybody. I'm really serious when I say this, that if I hadn't had this moment to focus on, where I get an opportunity to be accountable to you, it could have been a real bad week. I averaged 7,000 steps a day over the week since last time. And I had a 1.6 loss. Yeah, it was a loss. And I didn't mean to make it sound like I was going to announce a gain, and I would have admitted it if it had. My point is, I had a loss, and I know it was because when I was having a rough time this week, I could focus on the fact that I was going to be having this opportunity with you on a Friday morning. And that helps me keep focused. It helped me keep focused on the steps that I need to take to get back to my COPS goal. And right now, my average is still at 1.7. June 18th is getting closer. It's still a doable goal. I'm gonna get through the month of, well, we haven't finished April yet. I don't want to rush things, but I go again, one step at a time, folks. Got to listen to what I say. So I really, I'm glad that I was able to focus on my steps this week, and I'm glad that I have you to share this with. Now, 1.6 loss for the week. Steps are in progress. Going to make a plan for this weekend. We're going out with some friends that we haven't seen in a long time, and we're going to go out for brunch. So I got to plan ahead, make some step adjustments for the weekend, if you will. And I really hope that this time my message went through to all of you in Facebook. For those of you who commented on the first one, I appreciate that. I did delete that post, so if you want to come back and comment on this, I appreciate it. Let me know the steps you take to get through this next week. And again, if this doesn't work, I'll record something and I'll post it later this evening. Have a good day, folks.